Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Belchan.
I'm Nimikung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you a part of the Iliad of Homer.
As.
Ah.
The Iliad of Homer. Theodore Buckley. Chap. 14:4. Now hast allowed the billowing deeps resound, when stormy winds disclose the dark profound, or through the woods, and make all forceful. This loud the woods, when flames in torrents pour, catch the dry mountain, and its shades devour. With such a rage the meeting hosts are driven, and such a clamour shakes the sounding heaven. The first bold javelin, urged by Hector's force, direct at Ajax's bosom in its course, but there no past the crusting buds afford. One braced his shield, then back the disappointed Trojan drew, and cursed the lance that unavailing flew, but scaped not Ajax. A ponderous stone upheaving from the sand, where heaps laid lies beneath the warrior's feet, was served to ballast, tossed round and round. The missive marble flings on the raised shield the full marine rings, flow on his breast and throat with force descends, nor deed in its giddy fury spends, but whirling on, with many a fiery round, smokes in the dust, and ploughs into the ground, as when the bolt, reddising from Mobile, toss on the consecrated plant of Jove, the mountain oak in flaming ruin lies, black from the blow, and smokes of sulphur rise. Stiff with amaze the pale beholders stand, and on the chairs of the almighty hand, still lies great Hector prostrate on the shore. His second hand deserts the lance it bore, his following shield the full and sheaf o' spread. Beneath his helmet dropped his fainting head, his load of armour sinking to the ground, clanks on the field, a dead and hollow sound. Loud shouts of triumph fill the crowded plain. Three seas, in hoped, Troy's great defender slain. All spring to seize him. Storms of arrows fly, and thicker javelins intercept the sky. In vain an eye in tempests is round. He lies protected, and without a wound. Polydamas, Ijana the divine, the pious warrior of Anchi's line, and each bold leader of the Lycian band, with covering shields of friendly circles stand. His mournful followers, with assistant care, the groaning hero to his chariot bear. His foaming coursers, swifter than the wind, speed to the town, and leave the war behind. When now they touch the mead's enamelled side, where gentle Xanthus rolls his easy tide, with watery drops the chief they sprinkle round, placed on the margin of the flowery ground, raised on his knees, he now ejects the gore, now faints anew, though sinking on the shore. By fits he breathes, half views the fleeting skies, and seals again, by fits, his swimming eyes. Soon as the Greeks the chief's retreat beheld, with double fury each invades the field, while in Ajax first his javelin sped, pierced by whose point the son of Enops bled. Sanes the brave struck through the billy's rim, supine, and shades eternal veil his eyes. An arduous battle rose around the dead. By turns the Greeks, by turns the Trojans bled, fied with revenge. Polydamas drew near, and a Prothonor shook the trembling spear, the driving javelin through his shoulder thrust. He sinks to it, and grasps the bloody dust. Lo, this the victor cries, we rule the field, and this there arms the race of Panthus wield, but bathes its point within a Grecian heart, propped on that spear to which thou wast thyful. Oh, he said, and sore touched each Argive breast. The soul of Ajax burned above the rest, as by his side the groaning warrior fell. At the fierce foe he launched his piercing steel. The foe, reclining, shunned the flying death, but fate, Archelaus, demands thy breath. Thy lofty breath no succour could impart. The wings of death those who took thee on the dart, swift to perform heaven's fatal will, flew on the juncture of the neck and head, and took the joint, and cut the nerves in twain. The dropping head first tumbled on the plain. So just the stroke, act, then rolled along the sands in blood. Ere, proud Polydamas, here turn thy eyes. A worthy vengeance for Prothonor slain? Mark well his port. More speak him vulgar, nor a vulgar race. Some lines, methinks, may make his lineage known. Antoninus' brother, he spake, and smiled severe. The bleeding youth, Troy silent at the view, but furious Acamas avenged his cause, as Promachus his slaughtered brother draws. He pierced his heart, and such fate attends you all. Proud Argives, destined by our arms to fall, not Troy alone, but haughty Greece, the toils, the sorrows, and the wounds of war. Behold you, Promachus, deprived of breath, a victim owed to my brave brother's death. Not unappeased he enters Pluto's gate. Heart-piercing anguish struck the Grecian host, but touched the breast of bold Peneleus most. At the proud boaster he directs his course. The boaster flies, and shuns superior force. But young Ilyneus received the spear. Ilyneus, his father's only care, Phorbas the rich, whom Hermes loved, fill in his eye the weapon chanced to fall, and from the fibres scoop the rooted ball, drove through the neck, and hauled him to the plain. He lifts his miserable arms in vain. Swift his broad falchion fierce Peneleus spread, and from the spouting shoulders struck his head. Tereath once the head and helmet fly. The lance, yet sticking through the bleeding eye, the victor seized, and the gory visage, this insulting spark. Trojans, you great Ilyneus behold. Aced, to his father let the tale be told. Let his high roofs resound with frantic woe. such as the house of Promachus must know. Let doleful tidings greet his mother's ear, such as to Promachus said spouse we bear, when we victorious shall to Greece return. Dreadful he spoke, then tossed the head on high. The Trojans hear, they tremble, and they fly. Aghast they gaze around the fleet and wall, and dread the ruin that impends on all. Daughters of Jove, that on Olympus shine, ye all beholding, all recording nine, will say, when Neptune may proudly yield, what chief, what hero first imbrued the field, of all the Grecians what immortal name, and whose best trophies we raise to fame? Thou first, great Ajax, late Augeas, leader of the Macean train, Pulses in Murmur, Nestor Sinos Thur, bold Miriam, warriors into bush and slew, strong Periphates and Prothian bled, by Teucer's arrows mingled with the ditch, pierced in the flank by Menelaus' steel, his people's pastor, Hyper and Orphel. Eternal darkness wrapped the war around, and the fair soul came rushing through the wound, but stretched in heaps before holy sun. Full mighty numbers run, Ajax the less, skilled in pursuit, and swiftest in the chase. To be continued.